Okie dokie. So, if you've tuned into a stream like this before, this is where we go out and we have a look at video games. We do our first impressions during stream. We just go through it together and we see what the options menus look like. We see what the game's like. We play it and we enjoy it, or we don't like it and we don't enjoy it, and we go from there. But this month, for the month of February, I'm an Xbox PC Game Pass partner. So I received a key for Xbox PC Game Pass for the month of February. So I have been given the key by Xbox. This gives me access to loads of titles, including Expedition Mudrunner. And the only thing they said was go and make content. Create fresh content is the exact quote. So this is as fresh as I can do it. But they also said games you don't often play. So we checked out Dead Space. We checked out Forza, the new Forza Motorsports game. And we are checking out Expedition Mudrunners, which is just a game I wouldn't really ever touch. And I actually have played it for about 3 or 4 hours off stream and had a lot of fun with it. Thought I was going to really hate it, but had a surprising amount of fun with it. So yeah, let's check it out. Let's see what we've got here. Right, as far as I know, it's just the base edition of the game. There's no DLC or anything like season 1 packs or anything like that. Settings menus. So we got steering mode controller. You can also have a steering wheel if you want to go real hardcore. Hide driver's hands for first person. Cross-play mode. It's good that it's got cross-play. Brightness, language, what system of measurement, imperial metric. It's nice to have those kind of things in a driving game. Video resolution, borderless. We got borderless, windowed, and full screen. That's all good. We got a series of resolution options covering pretty much everything from what I can see. That's fantastic. We got VSync. We're running that off. We got frame limits. We actually are. Oh, I would run a frame limit even, but it only goes up to 60, so that's staying off. Limit the FPS while in background. I like this saying. I think it's a really cool saying. The computer can chill out while I'm away from the keyboard. I can alt tab and leave. I don't have to worry about my computer running at 100 miles an hour. We got AMSAA as a AA option, up to 8 times. We'll stick that on 4. See what it is. FSAA. This is an odd one because FSAA is a really old and kind of crappy version of AA, but you can put that on top of your MSAA. Normally you can't do that, so we're going to leave that off. Motion blur off as the way I like it. Sharpening. We've got X fidelity. I'm pretty sure that's AMD's sharpening. We'll stick it on. Film grain. We'll turn that off. Third person FOVs and the first person FOVs. Really, really nice to have to see both of those. First person's an absolute must. Third person is nice that it's there. We're actually going to put that up to 90. A legacy camera provides you with an option to move your third person camera. Please note this is a beta feature. When did this game come out? March 5th? Is it nearly a year old? Let's just double check that. Expedition a Mudrunner game. Initial release February 29th, 2024. You should not have a beta function in your settings menus mid-release, like a year after release. That's not great. Yeah, this shouldn't be a beta feature. It's a year after launch. Sort it out. Visual quality presets if you want to use them, and then we've got terrain draw distance, grass density, object quality, effects quality, shadow quality, texture filtering, ambient occlusion. These are all pretty standard off. I would say you got mirrors, mirror quality, light strafe, shafts, fog, water quality. All this is really good. Yeah, this is a good settings menu. There's no DLSS. Let's click yes to that. There's no DLSS. I like DLSS. I think it's a cool bit of tech. It definitely has its own issues, but the picture quality is generally quite good. So there's that. I'm also not someone who can like see the absolute micro detailing of a game when it's on like max settings compared to like just very high settings. So DLSS does funny things to the image, and sometimes I see it and sometimes I don't. So if you're one of those people who doesn't like DLSS because of the things it does to your graphics or the game itself, then fair enough. But I personally can't see that. Fully rebindable keys, mouse sensitivity with a 1 point. Yeah, okay, I really like this. Mouse sensitivity in a game is absolutely fantastic. Really, really good. I like going up by 0.01. And the fact this game goes above that and goes 0.01 is like really, really good. That's really nice. I just love to fine-tune my mouse sensitivity. It's also not a first-person shooter. So, yeah, whatever. If I'm honest. If it was a first-person shooter, that would be absolutely fantastic. It's not needed in this game. It's a definite bonus that it's in the game like that. We've got fully rebindable keys with our throttles, brakes. We've got our diff lock, all this jazz. Who's trying to text me? No one. It's an email saying I'm now live. Catch up, YouTube. Controller support. Controller schema. I thought it was going to give me a scheme editor for a second there. I really hope that we can push a standard of being able to remap your controllers in-game. I really hope we can do something about that. Because why is it a standard, as it should be, a standard that I can fully rebind every key on my keyboard, but if I prefer to play with a controller, you're stuck with whatever schema they tell you to use. It irritates the hell out of me. Why can't I use the controller the way I want to use a controller? If I want up on the D-pad to be accelerator, then you know what? That's the way it should be. That's the way I want to play. That's the way it should be fine. But yeah. So settings menus though, pretty good. Let's hit continue. Like I said, I have put a few hours in this game so far. Oh, we're in the middle of a mission. Oh, we're at the start of a mission. I haven't played this in about a week, so I am rusty to say the least. So let's return to headquarters. I think I'm about to lose money for that, but right. So we got 4 areas by default. There's a DLC area and then custom areas as well. I think this game does have mod support as well, but it might be something worth you guys checking out. Each area, you have your recommended, your starting zone, little Colorado, Arizona, and it goes on and on. And there is a number of missions to do in each area and things, tasks, upgrades, contracts. You see that listed there. And we're going to do the last expedition in a tutorial area. There's also free mode options as well there. So you have kind of like a base of operations. And then as far as I'm aware, you can build up it a little bit depending on how you want to do things, and then go out into the world and complete missions and stuff via these mission lists. I would like an upgrade to this in a sense of have it all in one package, but we'll get onto that conversation later on, I'm sure. Earthly vibes. So what's this? It's easy difficulty. Its distance is 100. Its distance is 1,180 something inches. A truck is an off-roading truck. 2 trucks. Watery terrain. Okay. Right. Our requirements is a seismic vibrator. Okie dokie. Let's go with this then. Right. What trucks do I want? I want this one. The exclamation mark on the left-hand side there says, this is the one you want. So that's the one we're going to take. Inventory-wise, I want some jack screws. See, we only have we have a limited amount of funds in the top right-hand corner. And obviously it's told us that we're going to get paid 1,700 quid. So me kitting this out with a jack screw, which costs 1,500, is probably not going to be economically viable. So what do we want to do here? I can't put any... I don't have sideboards available to me in this truck. Cargo. Got flatbed or a modular modular platform. Small. What's this? Sideboard. I see. We could go with a sideboard. I actually don't think... Yeah, no. Oh, the seismic vibrator takes up the whole bed of the truck. So, I can't do anything. Right. What else do we have? Maybe something... do we have a roof spot? That's locked, so we can't use that. Heavy bumper. These are all locked, so we can't use that. Rear. Spare wheel mounts. Can't use that because it impedes the seismic vibrator. We could do rear mount rack though. A small cargo expansion that provides extra space for expedition resources. Do you think we could do that? It cost me 1,000. What do we want in here? Probably fuel. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll get some extra fuel. There we go. Just to help us out a little bit. But we have no inventory to be able to fill up. We have no sideboards to fill up with any more fuel or spare parts or anything. Our cargo is completely full. So I guess we're ready. Okay. What else can we do? Spray. We can stickers, colors, exteriors, and upgrades. So we can upgrade our engines, our gearboxes, our suspension. But with this being the tutorial area, they pretty much give you everything you need to complete a mission, which is absolutely fine. So we're gonna take the truck, we're gonna take the seismic vibrator, and we're gonna just deploy. So we're gonna go over to, this is the sort of small outpost we have on the left hand side of the map. In the center of the map is a much larger facility here, which I believe you can choose between both, but it's forcing us more to go into this smaller outpost because it's sort of making it more of a tutorial for us. So we're going to start the expedition. So this is Expedition Mudrunners. So we've got to take our truck off parking brake and then we can actually drive it. And then we have different trucks come with different things, but this thing is probably the heaviest thing we've driven so far. So we're going to stick on our 4-wheel drive or our 6-wheel drive, whatever it may be, and that's helped us a little bit. So you can see on the right hand side here, I can hold down LB or RB and get a series of settings and stuff. So we can have our gear ratios, we can do it low, we can do it neutral, we can do it automatic, we do reverse, and then we don't have access to high gears. If we get into low or reverse or neutral, well, low or reverse, if we put it into low or reverse, we can put on our diff lock, which for the truckers out there, you'll know exactly what that is. Oh, here we go. We got a tutorial. The seismic vibrator is used in geological expeditions. It shows the distance to points in the upper right part of the screen. You determine the direction yourself. a direction, or you determine the direction yourself, at a distance of less than X from the point, a sound signal is activated. If the distance to the point is less than, you can start scanning. Okay. If the distance of less than X from the point. Can I just device? It's not these. Inventory. So, earthly vibes, 687, sorry, 68.7 meters. Explore the area within a seismic vibrator. Okay. How do we turn it on? Let's put our handbrake on. It's quite useful. We've got our binoculars to look around. And we've got a winch to winch ourselves and winch vehicles out of issues and stuff like that. We've got a sound echo sounder for deep water. And we've got a drone that shows us what's going on where. We can find out what the best route is to follow with our drone. It's a really, really handy tool for getting a better perspective on things. Oh, no fly zone there. But I don't know what to do with this seismic vibrator. I go down there. We'll go up there. So what I'm going to do, we're going to stick it in reverse. Now, if you have it automatic, you can just reverse up. Not a problem. But if you have it in automatic, the diff lock turns off. You see that? I put it in automatic and the diff lock turns off. I'm sure there is a reason why. Like a technical reason why. Because this is like a driving simulator, right? But I don't know. Oh, right. We're already stuck in the mud here. Oh, we're stuck on a rock even. So this is definitely the heaviest thing I've had to drive. And it feels heavy. Like, this is a slog. Okay, we're going in the right direction here, though, because the seismic vibrator is... Because the meters on the right-hand top right is decreasing. There we go. Right. A little bit of cautious driving. Oh, there we are. We'll put it in a park. And we'll vibrate seismically. Voila. Right, that was that. So, next one. It's not... I don't know if it's going to tell us. Oh, there it is. Over here. Right. So, we can use our map to try and get a good route. So, we could go over here. Maybe. This bit might be dodgy. This bit might be dodgy. Or we could turn around and come down here. This ridgeline might be dodgy. I know this terrain a little bit because the lit up areas around here, they're areas I've already been. So I've been to down here. I've dug a car out of here, winched it out, and brought it back to base. That was really good fun. I enjoyed that. But I haven't never been this way before, so I don't think this is the right play. There's just too many cliffs down here, so we're going to keep going up here. But one thing we can do, because of the toolkit we have, is we can get our drone out. Alright. And let's go up and see if we can see. So we could probably go through here alright. That's a little bit narrow just there. So... Can we zoom in with this? Move camera, move drone, map, back, up, down. No, I don't think we can. So let's fly over here. So if we can get through that narrow part, we could probably get through here all right. This bit's very narrow just here. That's dodgy, that is. So if we got through there, that's going to be muddy as all hell. Or getting a bad signal now. So if I open up the map, we can see what that sort of area is like. Yeah, this bit here. So this is going to be muddy. So there is a chance we get stuck around here. Right, okay. Let's well, let's give it a go. Hey Viper, the Twitch test came through, but the YouTube test didn't, if you did one. Let's take it out of our parking brake. Keep it in those low revs there, or low gears. Keep our diff lock on. And keep our all-wheel drive on. And try and get over to our destination. You can see on the bottom left-hand side as well, we've also got limited fuel. So driving efficiently can be part of the course as well. And that's why I try to bring as much extra fuel as possible, because as my wife will know, I do not drive very efficiently. All right, we're here. Okay, let's put our brake on again and do another drone check. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. This is going to be tough. Is there any winching point? There's a log over there, but I don't know if we're going to be close enough to it. There's no trees or anything. We're definitely not getting over those rocks. Go this way. I mean, that cliff edge there is a no-go as well. There is literally another way through. We're just going to have to go through here. Let's have a look at the map. So we wanted to go up here, right? But I don't think we're going to be able to. It's all right. No, that's okay. And then over the ridge lines. We could go make our way down from here, down to the water side. If up is not an option, we could go down. So, but we'll see. We'll get over this bit now and we'll see. Yeah, so if we hold LB, we've got tires, gearbox, engine, fuel tanks, I believe, and suspension. That's all damage. And then we've got our tires pressure, which we're actually going to decrease a little bit to try and get some extra grip on the rocks. So if I come give it some welly and just try and get some grip on the ridgeline here. There we go. There we go. Oh, not good, not good. So do we need a reverse out here? Right, let's try and get more left if we can. There we go. That diff lock is helping a bit now. Yep. Right, let's double check our front, make sure we don't bash into anything. There we go. A little bit of brute force. I'm getting caught in these rocks though. Yeah, so as you can see, it's really a game of taking it step by step and seeing what you need to do with the tools at your disposal to get through the terrain. And that's one of the things I've been really enjoying about it, is treating it like a puzzle game and really being like, how do I get through this challenge? And I never thought I'd be interested in this kind of game at all, but this idea of, right, I've got this tool set and how do I get from A to B with said cargo, and sometimes from B back to A once you've got a truck out, is is really interesting to me. I did have to have a electrical engineer friend of mine who knows a little bit more about cars than I do talk to me about what diff lock does and that kind of thing. Why would you not just have four-wheel drive on all the time so it's less fuel efficient and stuff like that? No fly zone. Well, the game is letting us see a little bit, so we'll see. I don't know what no fly zone is. We can get down there. It's getting a bit muddy again. It's got that cracked mud. It's quite... I wonder if we can echoes detect that. But yeah, so if you need to save on fuel, so you need to drive more fuel efficiently, you might turn diff lock off. You might increase your tire pressure again to get more fuel. You might take off your four-wheel drive like I've just done now. And we're going downhill a bit, so, and you can see I've taken off my four-wheel drive and that's it. I just have zero traction, so we need to get that back on again. But I now got myself in a bit of a muddle. There we go. But really understanding like what your tires are sat on at any given point is quite important. A lot more than I thought it would be. So we got a bit of a ridge line here. Could we get on the right hand side there? Do you reckon we could get over that? It might be a bit dodgy, but I think it's definitely better than going in that mud. Something's stopping us here. There we go. There we go. Making sure you don't let the truck get away from you is a pretty important thing as well when you're getting down these hills. But that this puzzle solving aspect of the game is something I really find incredibly interesting, and it's what makes me excited to see the bigger levels. I'm genuinely excited to see what challenges I can overcome. Let's stick our our diff lock on here. See if it can give us some extra grip. Getting into out of this mud. And honestly, I think we're gonna need our little drone to just flying around. Okay. To see, I don't know why it says no flight zone. It's is there anything that says? Now I'm looking at this map here, and I'm not getting up here. That's pretty obvious. I'm also not, if I couldn't get up here anyway. So I think we're going down to the valley and seeing what we can do. So let's reverse out of this carefully. Get off our parking brake. Little bit of gas. But after a long day at work, you can just come home, sit down, load this up, and just chill out a little bit and try and figure out some puzzles in your trucks. And it feels pretty good. It feels a little bit more complicated than sort of a puzzle, just a standard like puzzle, 100, 500 piece puzzle. Oh my days, we don't want to be going down there. We have to be a little bit careful right here. Maybe we can turn that C-diff off, that four-wheel drive off, to try and preserve as much fuel as we can. Can we put... Oh, we can have diff lock on, but no fuel on. Okay. Okay. Right. If we get stuck, there's a tree to our right, which we could winch our way out. Right, let's get some four-wheel drive on. One of our prongs is stuck on the tree. We need to watch out for that. There we go. Nicely done. Yeah, a little bit concerned on fuel because I've only got 15, I don't know, gallons liters. I don't know. It just says 15. So I've only got 15 fuel left. And we're already halfway through our tank. So we've still got a little bit of ways to go. Here we go. It's tank. Ground's still a bit soft here for me to turn four-wheel drive off. Now I'm getting caught up. Oh. Game's having physics issues. Oh, that's not good, is it? I'm pretty sure a truck doesn't glitch out on fauna in the real world. But yeah, reversing and going back seems to have done the trick. There we go. Very nice. One of the games this game gave me a real similarity to was Death Stranding, which is a really, really odd thing to say. But the thing that really got me hooked on Death Stranding was this constant... Oh, wait a minute. The thing that got me hooked on Death Stranding was this constant idea of puzzle solving. It wasn't just a walking simulator to me. It was this real thought of how would I get from A to B and potentially back again. How would I combat those scenarios and that kind of thing, which I really, really love that aspect of Death Stranding. But I also know other people find it incredibly dull. So, which is perfectly fair. Right. Well, we managed to do the tutorial area. We didn't get any more of the extra contracts, so we didn't do any of the extra tasks or the upgrades. So we could see what that's all about by going maybe to free roam and get our little scout truck. So on here, we can take off the device and we can have a look at, where is it? Is it roof? Yeah, we can put a roof rack back on, right? Oh, we can't. We need to complete ancient fires to unlock. All right. Well, maybe we could have a look at completing ancient fires before doing that then. Anything here? Let's have a look here. UFOs don't exist. That sounds like an interesting one. Free roam. So it looks like there's areas inside areas. We've got the Grand Canyon of Arizona. We've got the desert. So it looks like these areas, these zones are split up into smaller zones. And we've got more missions with a good amount of missions in each one, I will say. From the outlook, I wonder which one. Oh, there seems to be a visual bug here. There we go. I had to back out and go back in there. So we got the prologue. And okay. Search team. So all these are locked. Prologue. Conquest of the Frontier. Okay, so I literally can't. I can't just go in and after the. I can't just go into the game and start exploring and doing the missions and stuff I like. I have to do the things the game tells me to. Which feels a bit restrictive. Ancient relic is here. Okay. Acamba Creek. That's a little bit irritating, if I'm honest. I was kind of hoping the game was going to open up after tutorial and really be like, Arizona, go. Also, it's a little bit weird that this one says prologue. Let's do prologue. I feel like that's the mission we should be doing. Trucks. Take at least one truck. Team composition. Guess we have to take a team member as well. What do we do? We drop some important equipment nearby. Never mind what dropped means. It was a small logistical miscalculation. It should take you all of 20 minutes if you hustle. So it's easy, it's distance, it's scout, and it's different. Terrains are height differences. Okay, so we want to take the scout. I don't really want to take the sonic thingy. It wants me to take one of these, and it wants me to take one of these. So the prepayment's quite nice, because it's like, hi, we're going to give you some money as a prepayment, which you can use to get like jack screws or anchors to get yourself out of trouble, which is nice. You can place into an airdrop to automatically sell all items inside. Sorry. To automatically sell all items inside upon finishing the expedition. Okay. Right, I guess we're taking our scout to do this then. So we've got our truck. We need a team member. Logistics. What's this? Logistics. I've never had to use a team member before, so I don't really know what this is. Hydration, mechanics, logistics, hydraulics. Okay, DLC ones, operators, managers. 50% plus 50% selling price. What's this selling stuff? Outposts, fuel, repair parts, binoculars, uphills and downhill. Markers, binoculars or drone, uphills and downhills. Okay. When he wasn't chasing girls, Connor was chasing the dreams of flight. He served in the United States Air Force as an in-flight refueling specialist when he learned practice and timing under pressure. Since then, Connor's made a decent living moving air freight. Okay. I still don't know what he does exactly. So I've hired him. Outposts have plus, I guess outposts have plus 100 more fuel and plus 100 repair parts. Binoculars, 150 meter partial scout. And markers, uphills. I guess it marks the uphill and downhill paths for us because he's a pilot, so that's nice. So we get more stuff, uphill and downhills. And something else. Right, let's right, so we pick the only built base we got, the field operations. There's some markers there for repairs. There's some tents around the place. There's whatever that is. And we've got our equipment and we start our expedition. So this first time going into a new zone. Okay, this looks like it's going to be a lot muddier. Okay, so this is a trade area. So here, so this thing we've got on top of us is a scanner. And what we can do is a metal detector, sorry, is we can do a metal detecting. Nothing here. And what that will allow us to do is it will pick up, it will allow us to find and pick up objects around the map. And then we can sell them and make more money that way. Right, building modules. This is what I was on about earlier, about you getting to like level up the area or the zone, which is a really interesting idea for helping with future runs inside the zone. It's why I think a game like this with a more interconnected world would be a lot cooler than this like mission-based system they've got going on. Okay. I don't think I need to build anything right now. We just got it in automatic right now. We've got our four-wheel drive on. Just make sure we don't burn loads of fuel. Oh, that was a bit skiddy. Oh, now we're getting into the wilderness. All right, let's use our drone and see what this says. Lots of trees to grapple to if we get stuck, so that's a good thing. So it looks like it wants us to go up there. See if we can figure out what our specialist does. He's not really... I haven't seen anything just yet. Alright, let's see if the binoculars have any differences to them. Oh. Okay. You discovered a new thing. I get a reward. Nice. Oh, so we're able to see components with our binoculars. Should we go to that upgrade location? Where was it? Here. Well, that seems a while away, actually. Alright, we'll see with that. Let's just get on with this mission and we'll go from there. I think I like the idea of like upgrading a world and improving on it more than I do about just learning how to overcome specific obstacles time and time again. I think that might be what's missing from this game so far, is the opportunity to not just upgrade a base or add modules to your base, but the opportunity to improve some infrastructure so that you can complete missions easier. I think that will tickle my fancy more than anything. Looks like, let's put it in park and brake on. Looks like we need to head. Oh, it disappeared. I wish that tooltip, as someone who reads particularly slowly compared to the rest of humanity, I wish that tooltip would have waited until I said I was ready for it to disappear. Metal detector's beeping, so let's give it a whirl and see what happens. Oh, there's resources and stuff over there. Okay, let's see if we can get them. And if we don't use them, we could sell them. Over the hill. So I thought the metal detector said they were just here, but maybe I misread it. Let's try it again. Okay. Yeah, they were further off in the background. Oh, it's actually a little beam of light that helps direct you as well. So we'll take ourselves out of parking brake and go and grab that. Just missing that tree. Oh, just did some damage to myself there. Right, let's put it in park and brake. We can just double check our numbers on the left hand side here. We did a little bit of damage to our engine, and if we had spare parts, we would actually be able to fix that. You can see it says 30 spare parts there. I don't know what that's meant to represent though. Is that the whole thing is 30 spare parts? Is that 1% is one spare parts? Is that 30 spare parts is to get it to fix it to 100%? I don't know what that 30 represents, because it says engine 90, so my instant thinking would it'd be one spare part to get it back up to 90 from 89. And all of this says 30 spare parts. So, yeah, I don't really know what that 30 is meant to represent. So, tell you what, let's go reverse up a bit. We might put our diff lock on in a sec to help get out these climbs a little bit more. Metal detector. Oh, it's over there. Oh, we're going in a completely wrong direction. It's a little bit ambiguous to how far away this stuff is. Because I thought I was right next to it. Is it on our map? It is not. So I actually have no idea how far away it is. These rocks are knocking me around a little bit. Now I'm stuck on one. There we go. Right, so if I go my parking brake now and did metal detector, it's over this cliff. Right. Maybe we should just drive along the seafront for this. It could be... Okay, so it's not very good at determining... Well, it's not very good at letting you know where the ums are. And if I look from the map, following the coastline isn't going to bring us around. Like, is it here? Is it here? Because it looked like it was here. And then it looked like it was here. And now it's leading us up this cliffside. And it could be just at the top here. But it also could be over here. So I really don't know what to do. How are we going to get over this if we can? We could go that side and try and get up the right-hand side there. Should we get our drone out and have a little gander? Flying around a point of interest. Okay. Should we go up? Ah, here we go. You discovered an airdrop. I wonder if that's what I'm seeing. With a metal detector. So should we go up the right hand side there and around? Let's do that. I do enjoy these like this puzzle solving. Right, let's put our diff lock on. Put in our low range. Does this car have diff lock? I don't know if it does. No, I don't think this car has diff lock. Right, let's reverse this up and not hit that rock. There we go. Trying to get onto these rocks a little bit more of this. Trying to get some traction on the rocky terrain instead of the muddy terrain where we're sliding all around. Oh, I'll tell you one thing we've forgotten. I'm going to put in parking brake and just lower our tire plate pressure or tire inflation to try and get us some more grip. There we go. That's helped quite a lot, that has. And I will say the feedback that you can really feel when something works. It's slightly odd. I've never really played anything where you get a level of visual feedback, because it's all visual. There's not much coming through the controller here. It's not like a PS5 controller that will give you some serious feedback. It's all visual about how your tires are getting dug into the mud. The audio of the engine And it's done in a very, very subtle but clever way of letting you know that you're doing a good job. You're getting up there. There we go. Right, we reached this point, so we can take this. What's this? Quartz? These are recyclable materials such as car parts that can be dismantled into parts at the workshop. Okay. Oh, we can refuel a bit. Oh, brilliant. I'll tell you what we could do then. Is if we fixed our... Oh, we've got 30 left over. That's what it is. We've got 1 tyre and 30 spare parts left over. Little bit ambiguous. Yeah, that could have been... That could have done with being a slightly... Oh, we've accidentally winched ourselves to something. Reload our spare parts up. Right. This is nice. Let's not take one of these winches then. Let's take the quartz and see if we can sell them. Make some more money. Maybe upgrade our vehicles a little bit. Right. Reverse it up. I'm in a parking brake. It's not going to do my car any good, is it? We're really digging up this lawn as well. The game does a very good job with its visualizations of you, like terrain where you've been. Like, look at the mud trails that I've created just trying to get up here. It makes a really good visualization of that. Earlier on, I spoke about the game, me wanting a scenario where I upgrade the world around me to make it easier to get around, but with a car upgrade system like this game has... Ooh, let's slow it down. Let's slow it down. We roll down and then apply our brakes if need be. And let's gently coast down this. There we go. Oh. Sticky landing. Nicely done. No one died. But I was saying earlier about you could... Oh. Oh. What's happened here? There we go. My controller just completely stopped working for a second there, but it was still on and connected. Yeah, about upgrading the world around you to make it easier to get through missions where you've already been through, like upgrading the world and the infrastructure. But actually, one of the things you could do is you could upgrade your vehicles with the game's vehicle upgrade system. There's a chance that you can upgrade vehicles to make it easier to get around the map. Better tires, better engine, better suspension. Being able to carry more fuel, being able to carry more equipment to get through sticky bits of terrain, that kind of thing. So the game should, or potentially has that sort of system there. But what I want to do is increase my tire pressure a bit. There we go. Right, where are we going now? Oh, you're fucking kidding me, Reed. Drive up the mountain, always a high risk. Are you kidding me? I should have listened. Alright. Well, we've been up there once before. It's going to be really easy to get up there again, right? Let's lower the tire pressure. And follow the trails that we have made. And mine the log. was I going to say? This is a hard climb, but you should you should use the tire. Yeah, I've already done that. All right, stick it below. What are we stuck on? Oh, we're actually stuck on a rock. Oh, I am skidding around everywhere. Right, what happens if we... Is there a way to winch? Can we winch something? No, there's no trees or anything. When we go to the very top, we could do something. There we go. See if we can roll back just a little bit. We're going to damage something if we're not careful here. Oh, God. That was close. Right, let's go the way we had gone before. Because we can actually get up that way. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Pedal to the metal, Commander. That's what I'm talking about. Good job. Yeah, I definitely enjoy this game a lot more than I was expecting to. It is, I find there's a zen with the puzzle solving. In a sense of sort of using the vehicle and the tools you have to really just chill out and play through the game. But I think it being split up into these missions, into zones, can take a little bit away from that. Part of me would prefer it if it was one big zone, one big area. And I haven't played any of their other games because they've done SnowRunner. Where is the point where we're at? Okay. This is it. Trade. Supplies. It's gonna make me get rid of something, isn't it? Yeah, it's gonna make me get rid of my quartz and drive back. Of course it is. I haven't played SnowRunner or Mudrunner, and this game is called Expeditions, a Mudrunner game. And I wonder if those games would offer something more akin to what I kind of want in my head, which is that one area instead of mission based. But this is what the Xbox Game Pass is really good at, is giving you a massive variety of games to say, hey, go and have a play. Oh, right. Oh, shit. I accidentally put my handbrake on and it almost lets me completely losing control of the car there. Just coast it down, a little bit of brake. We'll put some reverse on if we need to. Now we did hit the bottom here, so let's come off Let's do this. Put into low revs. And try and come off at a bit more of an angle. So we don't bottom out. It's still pretty rough, to be honest. Yeah, the Xbox PC Pass has been a great opportunity for me to try out a bunch of games that I just wouldn't have played before. Like, I literally was like, Mudrunner, SnowRunner? Nah, absolutely not. Not my cup of tea. And I was completely wrong. I have really enjoyed the puzzle-solving aspect of these games. To the point of where I'm like, well, maybe Mudrunner would scratch my itch more than this game would. And that's the beauty of the Game Pass, right? Get it for, you don't have to sub to it constantly. You just sub to it for a month or two. Find a new genre that you actually love, and go from there. Or try more games inside the genre that you already love. Oh, we got it. Oh, this is a bit muddy. Bit of a bog. This car would really benefit from having a low diff. Or, what is it called? No diff. There we go, back on the logs. And it nicely done. Upgrade a gearbox, high range. We've never used a high range before. It's a Pluralog dirt. Item sold. We got, and we sold a few items that we already had. We had to buy them first, but. Okay, so we got 2 upgrades from there. And we got free roam unlocked and another. You have unlocked free roam mode from Slip Rock. Spawns Mountain. Swamps Mountain. Now you can explore the terrain at your own pace and fulfill the contract free from expedition objectives. Okay, so maybe this is what I want. So if we did free roam, truck, there was an upgrade we could buy. Customize. A fine tune or a high range? Stock purchased. High range gearboxes will, with an increased gear count, top speed, fuel efficiency at the expense of lower strength. Fine tune. A specialized gearbox with a manual mode for lower gears provides good off-roading performance at the expense of strength and efficiency. I feel like I kind of want the fine-tuned one. Let's go have a look at the high range. I don't think I want a high range one, but we could have a play. I don't know much about cars or anything, so external roll cage. Still can't do the roof rack. That is a while away. Pimp my truck. Is there, well, we got enough stock bumper. We've got the reinforced bumper already, which gives us a slot. I would like the big one, but playing detective keeps it locked. Secret intelligence. Or secret ingredients, even. I'm not sure that I am a fan of the locking upgrades behind a progression like this of completing missions. We're just doing metal detector infantry. Take this. Screw it. Start an expedition. See what happens. Yeah, I'm not sure I like locking upgrades behind doing specific objectives or expeditions. I think it's unnecessary. I think if you fine-tuned the economy a little bit more, maybe make those things very expensive, make the amount of money you actually got less expensive, less money you get. You would find that you wouldn't have to have that. I feel like having upgrades or buying upgrades for your vehicle to make expeditions easier is kind of the point. Think of it a little bit like Monster Hunter, where you farm monsters for gear to make your next hunt easier. Where in this you could farm missions for money, for upgrades, to make your next expedition easier. But instead, what you've got is you have to do the expedition to get the part in the first place. I'm a bit like, nah, just let me farm out the money. Let me do the expeditions and the contracts to, like, unlock the pieces of kit to make future missions and expeditions easier, instead of just locking them behind and stuff. Like right now, I'd like to go and explore, but I can't carry a lot of fuel on this vehicle because I haven't unlocked a mission. Well, because I haven't unlocked the mission to complete the mission. Well, I haven't unlocked a mission to complete it that will then allow me to upgrade this vehicle to have a rooftop box. I can't see any contracts or anything. Maybe I've used binoculars. There's an upgrade over there. How would I get there? Bridge? Is there a mission called Bridge? Let's have a look. So there's no mission called Bridge. Is there a piece of equipment for one of these bigger trucks to like make a bridge? Stock bumper. Roof. I'd buy a roof rack. Extra 4 slots. See, I'd love a rim mounted rack as well. Okay. What can we put in this? Maybe this is more the vehicle to do an off-roading. Oh, we've got access to a sideboard now, though, so we can actually put, like, spare wheels and stuff in. More confection of the normal rig. A hydro motorized system tracks and analyzes bodies of water. I have no idea. Installed in a wide open space for weather tracking and forecasting. Records footage when the sensor detects movement. Professional filming equipment. Like, why would you need this? I can't find I can't find in the game any explanation of a reason to have a camera trap. Should we bring a portable rig and just see what it does? Professional filming equipment? Light beacons? Okay. Right, we're going to go and do our own thing for a sec. We're going to see if we can figure out what some of this stuff is. So we want to go over to this beach over here. So add destination point. Okay. Hold last, delete last waypoint. Okay, okay, okay. That moves it. Right, so how do we want to do this? Let's get here and then we'll figure it out. We can actually mark the map. The map system's quite nice then. I thought it was just nice and detailed, but you can really add things to it with the waypoint system and stuff. I love a good waypoint system. You can really map out where you're going and then go from there. And Death Stranding had a good waypoint system for its maps. Right, okay, from here. Turn the engine off. Don't waste any fuel. Right. So we're going to go here. And then here. We're going to see about going across. And we'll, yeah, from here we'll see. Right? We'll see what's available to us. We'll see what crossings we can make. We'll, but we might have to go over here. But the idea is to try and get this upgrade, which would be a case of going across here and getting this upgrade. But I have no idea what it's going to do. Right. We can now use our echo sounder. It'll show us the shallow bits of water and the deeper, shallow there, deeper there. So this isn't too bad. Okay. From a graphical standpoint, the water looks really, really nice. Dangerous water levels. Oh, that was very deep compared to what I thought it was. Let's try and get out. Oh, I have made mistakes. Mistakes have been made. I'm getting there. We are slowly digging our way. We might have cocked this up already. I mean, we're moving a little bit. Oh, we get a bit of traction on that. There we go. Nothing went wrong. Where are we going from here? Oh, it might be all right for now. Right, so how deep was that water? If we did... Okay. So, yeah, there's a few points to our right. I didn't think that was that deep, but apparently that is a lot deeper than this truck can handle. Maybe it would have been a better bet to go over that side. There's actually like a little bit of land over there to carry us across. May have been a better bet. The thing that's got me concerned now is my fuel tanks are lit up. And I'm like, are they full of water or something? Like, why are they lit up? Right, okay. Let's check the water. Left is an absolute no-go. It seems to be we can go a little bit to the right. Here. Oh, lifesaver. Absolute lifesaver. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Banging. Perfection. Alright, what's this then? Deliver supplies. Your spare supplies. Spare supplies of 75. Oh, you can make upgrades to the world? So if you carry spare parts with you, you can actually upgrade, make yourself bridges and stuff to make life easier for you. That's really cool. I love that. Absolutely love that. I don't fancy getting up that ridge. So I think we just go across the coast here. This should be our upgrade part, right? Let's get our diff lock on. Get upgrade. Specialized tire set. The ultimate weapon against the deepest of marshes. Proving the best off-road performance at the cost of on-rock traction. This item can be equipped in the garage customization menu. Not available for current truck. Show truck list. I don't know what any of those are. Oh, I think my Scout was on there actually. Oh, that's a bit close. This diff lock, it makes so much difference. What else we got here then? So the way we found this upgrade was we had our binoculars out, right? Can't really see a thing. I wonder if it's because we haven't hired that guy again. And we don't have increased binocular range. I'll tell you what we wanted to do though. We wanted to see what some of these bits of kit did. So in my devices, I have an inventory. Cannot be used now. Cannot be used now. Cannot be used. None of it can be used. Okay. Well, that was pointless. It's a good thing it was all free. Pointless me bringing it. I love the fact you can upgrade this world. I'll be super, super thrilled to see if that upgrade stays there permanently throughout my other expeditions. So we've got to get back to headquarters now, I guess, and see if it does. See if it is actually a permanent fixture. I know the other truck is called a Scouter, but this thing, because it's got more carry capacity and it's a bit bigger, it's got diff lock on it, it's been super, super helpful. Right, we're going to go this way, though. Back. Do we have a mess around with the map? Let's see what we can do with it. So we want to put a place here. Place here, a destination, another destination, and then probably straight over, and then maybe a drone. Well, maybe we'll drone then. So you can press X, you can get rid of X, or we can move it around by holding X. Need that diff lock. Super, super helpful. Alright, I think we're going to need to know how deep the water is. Alright, straight on is fine, but do not go left or right too far. So that previous section's the bit we really need a bridge on. I would like to be able to build bridges where I think they should be built. Having specific areas where you can build stuff like that is nice, don't get me wrong. But it's no substitute for being able to, like, do it yourself and have a added bit of player choice in there. Also, on the map, when you're looking at it and being like, oh, bridge, it should have the cost of the bridge, because I could have made this journey and not brought spare parts with me. Like, if I was in the scout vehicle, I wouldn't have been able to bring spare parts with me, right? So I'd have gone all this way in the scout vehicle, probably struggled a little bit. Let's lower my tire pressure there and see if that helps, which it seems to have done. This is where we were going to stop here and get our drone out. But yeah, the map should really say, oh, this upgrade or this bridge is 75 spare parts, and then you can make sure you've brung it, because otherwise you would have made the trip, got there, and it'd been like, oh, it's 75. Like, oh, well, I didn't bring any spare parts with me. I didn't know this was a thing. So that was a bit of a waste of time. I mean, you could even, if they get really expensive later on, you could only brought 100 parts with you, and if it's 200, And it's like, oh, well, I didn't do that, did I? That was a bit of a waste of trip. So a little bit more information in the map UI would have been nice. This is a bit sketchy. These are some big trees, so I do not want to particularly hit these. Do some damage to my truck. So the low gears is definitely... did I just pop a bunch of my tires? Okay. I saw the red dots on my vehicle. And then my tires popped. So I've definitely done... I've only done a little bit of damage, but still. I wonder what led to that. I just wonder if it's just like standard wear and tear. Or if I actually did... I don't think I've popped them, because if I had popped them, then I'd be having like other issues right now, like having 4 flat tires. So the audio design there is a little bit misleading. Lighting's pretty good. Right, let's go back to automatic. Get a shifty on. Okay. Do we just return to headquarters? So, I want to double check to see if my bridge has actually been built. So we do stone faced and just see if it's there. This gives us a new module workshop. This gives us a new operator. You got bonuses for taking less damage. Don't flip the car more than 5 times. I've never flipped a vehicle, but it's also going to give me a nice upgrade of an engine. So let's see how this is going to go. Right, stone face. Truck. Honestly, I don't really want to take the scout. I really get on with this one, the Tuz. I feel like if I get into any issues, I have the fuel, I have the spare parts to really like get myself out of it. Maybe we don't need that many spare parts though. What's that? 3,000. Fuel, definitely. I like bringing extra fuel. Spare parts, wheels. Yeah, no, we're gonna bring the whole shebang, just in case. And then, was it customize? Upgrades. Gearboxes. Explore the region to find it. Okay. So the operator's a hydrologist. Underwater damage. And marks fords on the binoculars and drones. Okay. Can I also grab the logistics guy again? Marks uphills and downhills. I like him. Because I want to do a little bit of exploring. Like, if we're going out, around and about, I see the bridge is there still. Yeah, if we're going out and about, I would like to be able to, like, mark locations to, right, here we go. To mark locations for when we do our free roams. There's a climb there. Climb there. Stone face, that's our objective, so we go that way. There's a ford. Keep hearing the noise. We're not seeing anything. Okay. Let's get this show on the road. Right, where are we going? This way. Probably should have just gone the other direction. There we go. So can we binocular this to double check it? There we go. Yeah, use your binoculars. So we already got the ford there. Okay. And keeping that, making sure that we're keeping in mind some fuel. With our fuel economy here. Not just sticking on four-wheel drive straight away. So I'm starting to think about it now. Right. So what do we have here? This is deep water. So we can do our echo sound. Now that is as deep, if not deeper, than when we just about got stuck. See, that's the thing. Like, building a bridge here would be super useful. But the game's only letting me build bridges where it wants me to build bridges. Let's go. That's a lot easier than that bog we found ourselves in earlier. There we go. On these rocks. Last thing we want to do is get stuck on one. Mind you, we're pretty high up. This truck is quite a bit taller than our last one. Can we binocular this again? Doing a great job. Looks like we're heading to that creek to the south. There's a climb over there. It is like quite a pretty game, I will say. Lots of vegetation, lots of things on screen. If we load up the Xbox app, I'll be able to get a good idea of the kinds of frame rates we're running at. And performance. We're running around 100 right now. We'll see what happens as we go on. Really fumbled this one, didn't I? All this vegetation, the amount of grass density we have here, and the fact I'm getting 90 to 100 FPS is quite impressive. Don't get me wrong, it's not the best looking game in the world, but it is actually quite good looking. There's a lot of ground physics that the game has to simulate. And that, with all the vegetation, the look of the water, the lighting, all the different materials and stuff that are being shown off in this game, I think me getting 100 FPS is pretty good, because I do have a pretty good computer, but it's not like a 5090 or anything. Oh, start scanning. Okay. One second. Kiddo's off to bed, so good night's all done. Right. Okie dokie. Sorry, so he wants us to go up there. So let's just do a little bit of a water test here. Echo strong. Oh, that is deep. That is really deep. Okay. So, right, just to our right here is probably the best place to go over. Get our diff lock engaged. Ready for if we get stuck. Get our tire pressure down. and go for it. There we go. Like a professional. Like a professional. Yeah, the density of these of the forest here is really nice. It's not something you could really, it's not something you could see in the tutorial level because it was just a sort of a desert. But it's not just visuals as well. There's a lot of physics objects I'm running into here, like little brushes and stuff that are like impeding my progress. Oh. It's good that we have an echo sounder. It will help us cross the swamp. Yes, it will. Right. You know what else will help us? Binoculars. Right, we're going that way. Oh, definitely that way is the way to go at the moment. Probably shouldn't go up that ridge. The changing the gears, low, neutral, reverse, automatic, is really nice feeling. Which is a weird thing to say, but I do enjoy how responsive it is and how easy it is. It does have a small sense of actually using a gear stick in a car. So I think it's as close as you can get with a controller, and it's a system that works really, really well. And we can just stick in a reverse here, back it up, put it in a low, move on by. It feels really good to use. Where are we going? Great job. The guy was less fortunate. You need good driving skills to cross the swamp. Okay. Well, I can't go through a tree. So, I guess we're going up this little path here. Can we get up here? Got a quarter of our fuel gone. So I think we're making good progress here. That is a ravine and a half. So we'll go down there and back up the other side. And let's get our load. Diff lock in. Let's use all the tools on our kit. Lower the tire pressure. See, this is one thing, right? So excellent is average across the board, right? And then you have reduced tire pressure being excellent and average, and low tire pressure being excellent and average. In my head, and with the information this game has given me, there is no reason to use low pressure. And I don't know if that's true or not, but this seems really silly. Be like, hey, look, less fuel efficient, but just no reason to use it. So I guess I'll just stay on reduced. But it might be like, there might actually be a difference. It might actually be better to use the low pressure at points in time. But I just don't know that because the game doesn't give me that information. Hey, someone's put a face in a rock. Oh, bad luck. Looks like we need more data. Try again. Oh, you got to restart if you fail it. Okay. Found a landmark. Expedition complete. We unlocked a new engine. I think we unlocked a new outpost. Recognized at least 5 unknown points on the map. We did try and do that, but not really enough to do. Right, headquarters. Right. Oh, ancient fire. That has our. It goes from our new location as well, actually. So we'll give that a go. So we are starting to flesh out this world by doing these expeditions. We're unlocking new campsites. We've built bridges. We're making a change to the surroundings. It's going to feel a little bit disappointing when we move on to the Unshakable Isles and all that progress through the world that we've been in is going to be gone. That's going to be a little bit disappointing. Which is why I'd much prefer having one big nice zone to play around in. Yeah, we're going to go for our good old trucky truck. Can I upgrade this then? Oh, extendable winch. Oh, we can actually buy a snorkel? Ah, above normal or a low... We should buy a snorkel. We might not need it for this mission, but we've nearly drowned the engine twice now, so... I thought we unlocked an engine for this car. Is it this maybe? Yeah. See, it's already purchased. Is there any reason not to have it? No, it's power increase. Should we try it out? We could give it a go. What sort of spare parts are we saying for this? Probably not one of those. We can't really bring any spare parts with us. Anchors. There's lots of trees around. Let's get a jack screw just in case. The car's already got a winch, so that's fine. He wants us to use our new operator. Droning range, height, potential scout, or partly scout. Marks airdrops. Nice. I do like this part. I don't think we'll take the Ford guy. I don't think we'll need him. But I do want the logistics dude. And then recognize 5 places on the map. We get the lumberjack dude. We get a roof rack for the scout, which is going to be super nice. I wonder if not having the magnet on top is going to change the weight distribution. Oh, this is ages away. So we were over here. Oh, so we didn't unlock anything really. Okay. Maps are quite large then. Deployable zone. Right, what we got here? Oh, actually, we might... Oh, just thought... Do we pick the right car? Because this doesn't have any diff lock. Show task. Where trucks dare not tread, some curious tourists ventured into an unauthorized area and of the reserve, and their truck slipped down into a steep sinkhole. The engine is damaged. There is no chance to save the truck without some help. Poor fellows offer a good payment. It won't be easy. Oh man, I love that. Can we go back and like do that? Maybe if we go into free roam. Get my big truck out. You know, let's get my big truck out. Let's bring screws, an anchor, all the spare bits. I think we're good. Oh, let's bring out the drone operator and logistics. I tell you what, we'll bring everyone because I don't know what sort of terrain this is going to be. Deploy, and we'll go East Outpost. Start expedition. Is it still there? Oh, it is. Now we're getting somewhere. Follow. So now this to me is what they should really embrace. Instead of this mission structure or this expedition structure, this kind of free roam mission type thing is what they should really be embracing. What's this? Stage complete. Okay. Seems like there's a big crater ahead blocking your way. Be careful. Is there? Oh, do you mean that crater? How are we going to get down here? Right, let's turn the engine off, save some fuel, because we're going to need it to dig these people out. Oh, they did a number on their truck, didn't they? This is what the drone is really good for. Well, that is bashed up to hell. Right. Okay, so we obviously don't want to land in there. So what's the best way of getting in here? All the sides look pretty treacherous. What's this on the left over here? Oh, that looks like a way down if I've ever seen one designed. It's slightly flatter over here. Maybe a little bit, if any, but it's still pretty steep. Might have to get down into the sinkhole and then go all the way around. And then down here. and pull them out from this side. Right, let's get them moving. We got a truck to save. I feel like just the exploration expeditions are pretty dull, and it's this kind of thing where the game shines. No, we won't do that now. Right, very careful. Gently does it. We're down here. The left, this bit down here doesn't seem too bad. I still want to get the truck out that side though, so we could go down here. So what's this? There's a task here again. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We are already on it. This, and then the C div. Let's reverse it back up. And then get it back into forward gear. And pray. There we go. There we go. We don't slip into that sinkhole. Yeah, this is the part of puzzle I really enjoy. Like the correct route to take. Oh. Mastering the fine-tuned movement, the tools of your vehicle. I think one thing I haven't talked about a lot, and it shouldn't be understated, is how different all the vehicles feel. It's kind of crazy. This handles so much differently compared to the little scout truck or the giant truck. Right, now. Device. Winch. I'm going to select our rear winch. See, I probably should have pulled it back up right when we were on the other side, right? Because right now, if I do this now, and I do a pull, yeah, that's not gonna do me any favors, is it? So what else could we winch? We could do the underside of it, this one here, and then pull that. Right. Now have we got it in a better position? Right. Oh. I forgot what gear I was in. Well, it's up right now. So that makes life infinitely easier. We're going to push some of the line out a bit. drag it. Right, stick it in reverse. Oh, we can actually turn the engine on now. Right, let's release this. A quick scout around as we accidentally clicked our binoculars. Right. Drone. No. Winch. Well. Why is it only giving me one winch point now? That's very unusual. Yeah, it's now only giving me one winch point. Maybe it's where I am. Ever since I got the vehicle back upright, it is only giving me one anchor point. Right, let's see if it gives me more than one now. Okay, yeah, it's the direction I was at. So if I drive forward right now, it's gonna slip back into the sinkhole. I feel like I need to get it up where I am now before getting it over there. Give you more tether. Even more tether. Now it's getting reverse. Right. More tether. Right. Now what I want to do is turn my truck. I'm going to release the winch and get myself into a better position. To winch him out of that hole. And then we're going to reverse up. Right. Winch on my back, on its front. Give it a pull. There we go. Right. Now what I want to do is full diff. That's good. Get as much traction as I can. And get that tank. Tank? Get this truck up here. Right now. What's the best way of getting this thing out of here? Maybe let's just do a flyover quick. If we can get it up here, which might not be too much of a bother, could we go down this steep bit here and then back up to this ridge? The only thing I'm thinking is if we drive, we could drive all the way around, right? Which is probably the safer route, but it's not the more fun route. Wait, helps if I turn the handbrake off. Right, we're going to do some front winching. And then we're going to full reverse it. Right, get rid of that winch. Now we're going to see if we can turn it a bit. Take it off. Right, and keep it going. Right, let's pull it. Get it really tight into us. Take this as a wide angle. Move us around. Give it lots of string. In fact, actually, just release it completely. Reposition ourselves here. Try not to bust it up while I do it. Winch it. Winch the furthest away. Can we pull it a bit? That's nice. Right. There we go. Oh, right. One thing we've forgotten here is our pressure. There we go. Let it rock it back a bit. Now let's winch it back up again. Right, now let's try and give it some welly. And we'll pull while we're climbing. Give it some more slack so we can get up here. Now pull it through. Give it some more slack. Put it through. It's like fishing, but for a truck. There we go. Right, now we're home free, basically. I've got to remember how to actually get out of here. We can do that with our drone, right? So up we go. What's the best way out of here? Not left. Do not go left. I almost went left. Right, okay. It looks like if you have the engine of the opposite vehicle on, it does propel itself a little bit. I'm not sure how realistic that is. I don't really think it is. But yeah, you can see that the most fun this game has to offer is overcoming a challenge. But a lot of the time that challenge is get a vehicle out of said area with your limited set of tools, and not infinite set of tools either. That adds a little bit of complexity to it. You still got to make sure you're not using up all your fuel and you're not just using resources for the sake of reusing resources. You're not damaging your vehicle too much. And I think the biggest issue I have with this game, as much as I am enjoying it, I don't enjoy it because of the main aspect of the expeditions. This has shown me that I would like a game like this. But I would like it more if it was a full world instead of zones, and if it was more of this, what we've just done, of this exploration and this mission finding, and a bit more world manipulation about building bridges, improving your trucks as you complete missions. Because as much as that was really good fun and I really enjoyed that mission we just completed, and it was thought-provoking, it really tested my brain a little bit, the reward we got for that, which is cash, I can't use because we haven't unlocked components from doing the expeditions, which are not the best bit of this game. There we go. We did where truckers dare not tread. Completed. I am sold. Right, return to headquarters. Yeah, so I've done 1 of 27 tasks. There are lots of tasks out there. But the thing is you can't use the money the tasks are giving you until you've completed the expeditions, right? Like, I can't upgrade my scout vehicle until I have beaten these missions. And I think the game would be so much more enjoyable if they removed the upgrade requirement of completing expeditions and focused on moving these expeditions into the free world and saying, here's an area, here's some tools, here's some missions, here's some cash, go and explore. Which is what I thought it was going to be more like. We've done Little Colorado here, and it gave me the knowledge, even as someone who doesn't do a lot of know a lot about trucks, even as someone who doesn't know a lot about trucks, to then go on and start looking into other areas. And there's lots to do in this game. But I think the actual structure of the game itself is not what I would have really enjoyed. I don't want to go going through a mission list. I want to be exploring an area and upgrading my vehicles and getting people out of sinkholes and that kind of thing. So what I actually want to do is I want to go and play Mudrunner and see what that game is. And is that more of my speed? I'm also very aware that this company, Saber Interactive, who, funnily enough, developed Space Marine, which is fantastic, have another game out coming out soon, really soon. Where is it? Called Roadcraft. And Roadcraft looks like it's going to be right up my alley. Okay, it just automatically added text to the screen. Yeah, Roadcraft looks like it's going to be right up my alley. This game looks like it's going to be
making simulation of heavy machinery.
Really fun to me.
Immerse yourself in vast, disaster-stricken environments.
Because it's going to have the same
new advanced technology. Enjoy
same
unparalleled
mechanics when it comes down to like driving and that puzzle solving aspect, but it's also going to have that infrastructure building element that I really want now I've played this. So even though Expeditions the Mudrunner game is the game that introduced me to the genre and made me kind of fall in love with it, it's not the game I actually want to play. The game I actually want to play looks like it's going to be this Roadcrafter game. But I'm going to play Mudrunner as well and see what that's like and see if that's more something that's down my alley. But I would have never even tried these games without Xbox Game Pass. And I think there's a video in the future that I want to make about what's the true value of Xbox Game Pass to me. Because I think it's this exploration. You don't know what to play? Grab Xbox Game Pass. Play a few games. If you can, yeah, grab Xbox Game Pass, or PC Game Pass. Play a few games. Go through genres. Have a look at things you have never really seen before, and play some and see what you think. There's some that you might hate. You might be like, nah, not my cup of tea. Or you might see games like Mudrunner or Expeditions, a Mudrunner game, or Dead Space, that you actually be like, oh, I've kind of fallen in love with this. So thanks for watching the stream, guys. Really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back soon with some more games. So yeah, make sure you're keeping it easy and looking after yourselves. Bye.